Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video I will show you how to make a crochet basket using a wooden base. So this base is 9 inches and I will drop a link in the description box for where I got it. I got them on Amazon in a pack, and actually one of my friends uses a wood stain to make them darker, which looks amazing. It really elevates this so much when you stain it darker. So I made it using this braided cord. This is Bobini brand, and I will drop a link to where you could buy this 5mm cord. I buy them from Mad for Macrame, but I will also drop a link if you want to use this. Today I am going to try this t-shirt yarn that I just got from Amazon. I have tried different brands and I just made this keychain to test out before I got started on this, and I must say I like this one better than the other ones that I've used because it's not as real slick and soft. Sometimes it's a little too silky feeling. So I'm going to see how it works out for this. So first thing you need to know is when you are doing this, you're going to have to use a smaller hook to get started to fit through these holes. So I am using a 7mm hook. It fits perfectly. And then when I am done, I'm going to start using a 10mm because I prefer to use the larger one for this yarn. And of course you will need some scissors, and I believe that's it. Let's get started. Okay, so people do this all different ways. This is the way that I like the best. So I'm gonna insert my hook. I'm gonna try my best to do this for the camera with a good angle. It's a little awkward. And then I am going to hold the yarn in my left hand and I'm going to pull it through. Just make sure you leave yourself a tail. So I haven't used this yet, so it's gonna be a little tricky probably. So leave yourself a tail. It doesn't have to be that long, but probably like that would be good. Okay, now we are going to yarn over and pull it through. Okay. So now it is secure and it is on. So you want to keep this tail up over the holes on this side, but over the holes because we are going to just hide this and weave it in so that it's secure. So you're going to just do single crochet. So insert your hook. And then you're going to yarn over, pull it through. And then yarn over and pull through both for a single crochet. Okay, so we're gonna do that until, well, we're gonna do that the whole entire round, but keep doing it, you know, like that to make sure that this stays hiding. So again, let me loosen this. So again, we are going to insert our hook, pull that yarn through, pull it up, yarn over, and pull through. I'll do one more and then I will meet you at the end of the round. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both. Okay, so as you can see, it is looking really pretty with these single crochets, and then this is hiding here and you won't even know it's there once we go around. So go ahead and make single crochets all the way around. I will meet you at the end. Okay, I am on my last one. I'm going to do the same thing. Now we will slip stitch into our first stitch right here. Okay, this first V. So just go under both of them and then pull through and pull through. And then we can chain one. Actually, hold on, before we chain one, let's switch hooks. I want to use my 10. You can leave the same size, but it's easier, I think, to use a larger one. So now we're going to chain one. Okay, after you chain one, we are going to do a single crochet in the back loop only. So just insert your hook into that back loop, yarn over, pull through, and then at this point, and try not to be too tight. My tension's always super tight, so I'm gonna try to go looser. Instead of yarning over, we are going to yarn under and pull through both. So again, I'm going to insert my hook into the back loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn under and pull through both. And that's how we're going to single crochet. So I gotta try to remember to keep it looser. It's hard when you're used to doing tight all the time. So again, go through the back loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn under, pull through both. And so we are just going to continue that all the way around, and then I will see you at the end. Okay, I am coming to the end of this round. So I don't know if you noticed, but I am actually working this way now. So when we first started, it was this way. And then when I closed off my round and did my single crochets, I did it on the outer edge, which then makes it start to turn up this way. So with this t-shirt yarn, it looks like it's out a little bit, but all you have to do is actually just start to let it take its shape. And then for our next round, it'll look even better. So I'm going to do my last one real quick. So I'm going to insert my hook, put that last one in. Okay. Now we will place a slip stitch into this back loop only, this piece right here. Just yarn over, pull through, and then keep going and pull through. Okay, and that completes the end of this round. So now for the next round, we are going to do single crochets again in the back loop only. I'm not going to chain one this time. I am just going to begin on this one right here. So go ahead and put in a single crochet in the back loop only. And remember, when you pull it up, to yarn under and then continue going. So back loop only, yarn under, okay, thought I'd pick it up to show you this angle. So now back loop only, pull it through, yarn under, back loop only, pull through, oops, yarn under. Okay, and so this is how it looks so far for round 2. Okay, so to close this, well, first let's do the last one. So into the back loop only, and then pull it through. Go ahead and place a slip stitch, and that'll complete the round. I feel like it makes it slightly neater when you're looking at it like this. I've been trying to mess around with how to figure out how to make these seamless baskets. It's really hard, and all the people that I've watched online, they're either like way too complicated and I can't figure it out just because I'm very new to crochet, or they have a seam. So there's just different techniques, and I've just been trying different things. And if you know a better way, then do it the way that you know how to do it. This is just how I'm doing it. So now we are going to do this again. So chain 1 and do another round into the back loop only of single crochets. Okay, so again, yarn over and then yarn under. Back loop only, pull up a loop, yarn under. Back loop, pull up a loop, yarn under. And then do this the whole way around, and then I will meet you at the end. So I'm done with this round, and I'm going to, again, I'm going to slip stitch into my chain, not the top of my single crochet. So, and this is actually new, I haven't done this before, but I feel like it's not too bad looking, because look, once you pull up, if you just slide that down a little bit, it lines up pretty good. It's not too bad. So this is what it looks like so far. And when you crochet into the back loop only, it gives it this design right here. And that is why I wanted to do 2 rounds of it, so that we can see this design here in the middle. Now we are going to begin the granny square clusters like the basket back here, and it's going to be very similar to the other basket that I showed you guys a few days ago. It's basically the same technique, except for this time we're going to add a second round, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So now we will chain 2. After we chain 2, we will count this as one of our double crochets. So go ahead and do 1 double crochet into that same stitch. So double crochet is yarn over once, insert it into that loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, and pull through the next two. Okay, so now we have 2. Now we will chain 1. Okay, after you chain 1, we're going to skip 2 stitches. So 1, 2 are going to go into this third one. So yarn over, go through that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we have to place 1 more double crochet there, so yarn over, insert there, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1. Skip 2 stitches, so 1, 2, go into the third, one more to that same one, and then continue all the way around. So skip 1, 2, and go into the third, chain 1, and continue that until you get to the other side. Okay, I have 1 more little cluster to go. Goes here. Okay, now we will slip stitch into this chain right here, the stitch between the first chain 2 that we made that is supposed to be one of our double crochets. So we're going to put it right here in the middle of them. So go ahead and slip stitch here. So I'm trying to show you right there in the center. So pull it through to slip stitch. And now we are going to slip stitch into this center right here. Once you slip stitch into this, you're going to chain 2, and this is going to count as our first double crochet, and then add 1 more into that same space. And then once you have 2, you're going to do the same thing that we did in this first round. You're going to chain 1, and now we are going to put our clusters into all of the large spaces. So go ahead and do a double crochet right into this next one, and do your second one, chain 1. Now you're going to go into this next space, chain 1, and continue that all the way around. Okay, now that we finished our last cluster, I'm going to chain 2 this time instead of just 1. And I'm going to slip stitch it into the spot between my chain and my double crochet. And I'm going to slip stitch into the back loop. So just grab it and pull it through. And I did 2 chains on this one instead of 1, just to give it that little space in between. Okay, and now for our final row, we are going to just do single crochets in the back loop only. Okay, so let's chain 1, and then put your single crochet in the back loop only. And again, when we're doing this, yarn under. So back loop only, pull through, and then pull through both, yarning under. And just do that all the way around. Once we make our last one, let's slip stitch into the second chain from when we chain 2 for this round. And then pull up. I'm going to cut. And then pull this through. We will try to make this as seamless as possible. Okay, so put your yarn through. And then I am going to go into, I'll try this one here from the inside. This is the one that we just put through. So now we're going to take this and go through this V right here, through the back loop, and also the back of the back loop. So there's one more loop back there. See how I have 2? Go ahead and send that through both of those. And then it should look a little bit more seamless doing it that way. So now it's time to just weave in the rest of this. So you would just take this and weave it through to hide on the inside. So I ended up just kind of going all the way down and then at the bottom. So you can take it out and now you can give this a trim. And don't worry about the fact that it looks like a little wonky like this, because all you need to do is just stretch it out. Just go through and smooth it and it'll help take its shape. And there, that's it. Looks pretty good to me. And that is it. Here is the basket. This is how it is in t-shirt yarn, and here it is in braided cord. I will drop the links for both of these in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. Happy New Year.